work, and she's had to cover for me more times than what's fair. She's my Java Jam co-worker, and luckily I know she won't be too mad, unless I leave her alone to the caffeine-craving overachievers who demand their triple espressos before their early morning study groups. Dealing with the public before proper coffee consumption is a challenge few people should have to endure, but least of all Lanie, who doesn't like talking to people even during the best circumstances. I need to get to work before the Americano demons descend. Running out of University Hall, makeup-free and sloppily dressed, I feel a freezing Midwestern March wind blow back my hair, the winter cold hanging on for dear life despite spring being just around the corner. I spot a sliver of sunlight peeking over the top of the Schmidt Academic Center, otherwise known as SAC, one of the largest buildings on DePaul's campus. The surrounding Chicago neighborhoods continue their slumber as I race across the quad to Java Jam, conveniently located on SAC's first floor. Since I'm almost always running there, I know it will take me exactly 2 minutes and 37 seconds to arrive. And when I burst through the door to the mostly empty building, Lanie doesn't even look up from under her coffee-colored baseball cap. "Barry's not here," she says, referring to our boss and shop owner, who's itching to fire me. "There was some kind of deep fryer emergency over at one of his other carts." Oh, thank God. I exhale, clutching a pain in my side. I should be used to these pre-dawn sprints by now, but my body really resists violent bursts of exercise. "Also, I clocked you in at 5:58, Lanie continues. She pulls out a tray of muffins from the fridge, the same selection of mixed-flavor pastries we've been taking in and out of the display case for 3 days. I would be grossed out, but since no one ever buys them, I guess it doesn't matter. "You are my actual fairy godmother," I tell her. "In fact, you're my Merryweather." "No, Flora, no." "I don't know what any of that means." Lanie stops me. "But thanks?" "Oh, yes, you do. The good fairies from Sleeping Beauty." She refills the half-and-half pitcher, nodding along as I continue. "The 3 of them protect Aurora when she's at her most vulnerable. They practically save the entire day. In fact, that whole movie should just be called 3 Kick-Ass Fairies." She gives me a quick, placating smile. "Okay." Lanie is a very serious person, or at least she pretends to be. Most of her days are spent in labs, swimming with academia sharks, all waiting to strike for the top spot in the biology sciences program. This forces her to stay focused on school at all times, even on the weekends, reading textbooks with super boring titles like Investigations into Human Cells and Genomes. Blah. Her GPA is a number I didn't think was mathematically possible, and she works so hard she sometimes forgets to take off her game face. But we've had enough late nights laughing over trash TV and ramen for me to know she's really fun when she lets loose. I tie on my brown apron, smoothing my long blonde waves under my Java Jam cap before getting to work. The 2 of us fall into our daily opening checklist, brewing coffee, prepping teas, filling ice bins, and, my favorite, whipping cream. This coffee cart's claim to fame is real whipped cream on every drink. And it's so good, I don't even mind having to make fresh batches constantly, mostly because a lot of it ends up in my mouth. Everything's brewed and ready by the time our 7 a.m. regulars roll through, eager to caffeinate before the day of learning begins. It's a steady stream of dark roasts, chai lattes, and iced mochas, Lanie and I dancing back and forth between milk frothers and coffee pots until the line mercifully dies down. There's always a lull after that initial push, giving my best friend and me time to chat and play around with the different menu ingredients. "Hey, so, I heard back from that lab assistant summer internship thing," Lanie says quietly after cleaning the coffee grinder. "What? Are you only just telling me now?" I exclaim. "You're in, right? Tell me you're in." A red flush blossoms across her pale cheeks. "I'm in." "Lanie!" I throw my arms around her, squeezing until she gasps for air. As a full head taller, I rest my cheek on the top of her Java Jam cap, pressing her face into me. "This is amazing! We have to celebrate!" She wiggles free, ears turning pink against her dark brown pixie cut. "Thanks. I wasn't sure if it would happen."